Thanks to Ted and Laura Custer of Family Dentistry, Greg and Kelsey Niemerg of Niemerg Dairy, and Pals Electric. about that first set.
We had it
just
exactly the way we practiced it. Actually, I have this habit of writing 6 players in order in the corner of my lineup sheet, because about 8 years ago in a regional game, I screwed up and I flipped my outside and my middle. And I've looked at that all year long. I've looked at that twice because 8 and 6 are so much alike. And so don't you know, tonight in the first game, I flipped the numbers. And I got Allison, I got Gabby in the middle slot. And so I called a timeout, and I tried to get them straight. And after that, we just told Gabby to play middle. And honestly, I in a weird way, kind of got him in the game, because they really had to talk a lot coming right off the bat. So it got him talking, and we managed to survive the first game, even though we were out of rotation, or we were not in our normal rotation the whole time. And Ella Willenberg hasn't played outside in the front row much, and she did really great. So we won the first game because they were really aggressive and talking and excited in the game. And then second game, we just got a little sloppy off the bat. Well, honestly, in both games, I think we were down 7-2 in both games. So the second game, we got behind, and then we couldn't ever catch up. And then we got a little excitement there at the end, because I think it was 24-16, and I put Ava Ruhal in to serve for Madison. And Ava's our defensive specialist, and honestly, she's not played a lot, and she's hardly served all year. And so I said, go serve, and we got a nice run. We got right back there. I thought maybe we were going to sneak into that second match, and then they had a ball, and we dug it into the bleachers or into the ceiling. So the third game was just really good volleyball. If you like good volleyball, it was fun to watch. We managed to get out to a lead pretty early, and then we pretty much traded points all the way. And then we got 4 points up, and she called a timeout, and their little libero just chewed our serve receive up, and they scored 5 points in a row. And I thought we'd probably eaten it at that point. And but the girls didn't. I mean, hey, the energy was there, the defense was there. We got down there to the end, and I called my last timeout, and I said, hey, this is really simple. If you pass well and you get the Ellie the ball, we're going to win this, Elise. And that's pretty much what they did. They got the ball to Elise, they passed better, and they were scrappy and made plays, and we managed to get the game, and we managed to sneak the third of it in too. So honestly, I thought she was going to pass out, so her face was white as a sheet. No, she went back there and did what I was supposed to do. She was hitting the spots that I gave her. She kept pushing them back on her serve, and she did exactly what she's supposed to do. And like I said, she hasn't served very much, but she did a great job. And I really think that was big, because I think if you go into the third game having gotten beat by whatever, we were down 8 points, maybe the third game's a little different. But they gave us some momentum at the end of the game too, and I really think that carried into the third set, and there's a large reason why I won. So I'd give Ava a game ball if we gave out game balls. We watched them on video, and video doesn't tell you very much. And in fact, video was so useless that she didn't have the same players on the floor tonight. But we did watch some video, and so we knew 19 was her big stud, and we also knew that she wasn't. I mean, we've seen Maya Freeze, we've seen the Hatton girl, we've seen the Love girl they're playing tonight. She's in that frame, but they didn't really have an ensemble with that. So we felt like if we could keep her in control, and honestly, we expected to get blocked on the outside. And I don't know how Maria does it, but Maria manages to beat the block pretty consistently all the time. So
for an undersized outside, that's
a big thing. So
how well she's
we really expected to get blocked more. We spent a lot of time working on reading the block and digging around the block. But honestly, tonight just came down to we played defense. And our defense has hurt us a lot in big games this year, and it really came to life. Ella Tarter had some really big digs, so did Ella Willenberg.
Talk about this team is capable of doing special things. How you can play for regional championship either against rival Effingham or St. Anthony? I mean, what do you talk about that atmosphere?
Well, the place will be full. If it's going to be full tonight, because these two teams playing each other now, they don't like each other. So there's going to be a war here in a few minutes in there, and it'll repeat itself Thursday night, because None of these three teams want to lose to the other. So it'll be nice to be. We've earned a chance to play in a regional championship game, and anything can happen Thursday night.